Everyone, welcome back. We're playing more Call of Cthulhu, Masks of Nyarlathotep. As always, I'm your host, Jack. Today I'm joined by the full complement of people. I've got Evan, Peter, Eric, Drew, Graydon, and Jared will be here shortly. Allegedly.
Jared.
How's everyone doing today, guys?
Good.
Ready for an adventure on a new continent.
Yes.
Both excited and sad.
I'm ready to meet Evan's new character, and hopefully they don't die.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen. Before we get into all of that, you guys did technically complete the Kenya chapter. So, you get an investigator development phase, which means you get to roll your stats on the boat ride over. We're jumping a full month forward in time. From March 29th to April 23rd, 1925, is when you will disembark in Shanghai. Shanghai. You're not going to Hong Kong. You're not going to another city in China. You're going to Shanghai.
Yes, God.
Saying hello.
Hey, Jack, do I get to level up my character?
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to roll below for
You want
this?
to roll above in this case.
Okay.
Any skill that you have a check mark next to, meaning that you used it successfully. Drew has never done this before. Do you know what you're doing, Drew?
Not a clue.
Okay. So, have you been keeping track of the skills that you have succeeded in?
Nope. I mean, yes.
Oof.
Good answer.
So, next to the skills on your character sheet, there is a little checkbox for each one. You have your character sheet, Drew.
Yes. It's right in front of me. It's here. I'm looking for a place to eat my pizza.
Oh, I see.
I love this game.
It's pretty good. So,
What do you roll after
a
you
D10.
roll above? Okay, thank you.
So, last time we were here, our party journeyed into the heart of the mountain. After Bennett was killed by the cultists, they took a brief moment of respite before saving a group of captives in a cage in the cave that they were in. Upon further investigation, they found a new party member named Charles, who is now here for some reason. He's hanging out. They went further into the cave, upwards ever onwards, and discovered a member of the Carlisle expedition, Hypatia Masters, who had been bloated to an inhuman form by some otherworldly power.
Sex.
Upon finding her, a monstrous creature burst from her body and began to wreak havoc on our investigators. Both Clyde and Peyton were killed in the ensuing aftermath, and the party fled the mountain.
Forgot the Clyde died.
Yes. They then found a new member of the party back in Nairobi named Dorothy, who's a big fan of Harrison Dodge's work. Big fan. So she has now joined the party, and they are on the boat over to Shanghai. Also, for anyone who wasn't there at the last session, everyone got an extra 3 sanity points for completing Kenya.
Cool.
Yeah. So, is there anything you guys would like to do on the boat ride over?
I would like to learn about medicine from Richard.
Okay.
Dorothy is gonna interview everyone and just like find out as much as you can about Harrison Dodge, and if anyone knew him. I don't even remember who knew him.
I think
Richard. At
Richard.
this point. I think Richard.
Richard and Pip.
Richard and Pip. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm just getting all the stories from them about Harrison.
There you go.
Well, I'm not. I want to try and listen to other, build up my listen skill and listen to other passengers on the boat. I guess see if I can find out information as well
Sure, absolutely.
about where we're heading to Shanghai.
Hey, Jack, can you read your messages?
I saw your message, Evan.
Okay, perfect.
So, Charles and Pip, why don't you go ahead and increase your medicine in Charles' case by 1d8, and the same for Pip's listen roll.
Leo.
A 7. Nice.
You got a 4. I'll take that. It's solid.
Pip, about halfway through the journey, when you're on the deck of the ship, doing some sneaking around and just trying to keep your ears low to the ground and figure out what's going on, you hear that a man fell overboard at some point during the journey, and you're not really sure what else happened aside from that. But apparently, somebody fell overboard at some point.
I don't trust anyone to tell except for Papa Richard. Everyone's gone.
You know, Pip probably just keeps to himself and thinks about it as a way to make himself happy or something.
What did you do? Your camera's all messed up again.
I don't know.
It was working. Oh, there we go. It's good now. It's good now.
So, if there's nothing else anybody would like to do, it is April 23rd, 1925, and you disembark on the streets of Shanghai. Shanghai at this point is a really interesting city. It's very stratified between those who have basically nothing, people who are very impoverished, and basically very, very wealthy people. There's a huge European influence in Shanghai, owing to its British colonial history, and also just the disparity of the Chinese economy at this point. So in some parts of the city, you see absolute poverty, and in other parts, you see beautiful buildings that are well manicured and take up enormous amounts of space. Also going to put the Shanghai map into the handouts section, so you guys
all
have
of that
something to look
changed completely.
at. I was reading in the book that I think it's in the early 20s, the Chinese dollar, or whatever their unit of currency was at this point, basically tanked. So Europeans who were even just middle class or not even that well off could bring European money over and live like kings, basically. Which,
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
I remember that from my time machine.
Yeah? Did you do some cool stuff in 1920s Shanghai?
Shout out to colonization.
Hell yeah.
Word of the day is imperialism. All right. So,
Oh, that's a big map.
as you all get to Shanghai, Evan, I forgot to ask you, is there a specific way you want me to introduce your new character?
Biggie Smalls Hypnotize starts playing in the distance.
Just as we're all coming off the boat, he's gonna be lost in the crowd, trying to find help, and so he'll approach the crew.
All right. You are being approached by a man, crew. What does this man look like, Evan?
Yeah.
This man's kind of pinheaded, curly hair. He's well dressed. He's got a nice tie on, nice dress shirt, black pants, black belt. He's very clean, despite he's very clean despite the journey that you just took, and he's got a little butt chin dimple as well.
Is he white?
He's got a pinhead, so his head's pretty small compared to his body.
Who are you calling Pinhead?
Hello? Hello? Can you help me? I say
Help
to
you with
the
what?
group. Um, I'm trying to. I'm new to the city. Have you been here before?
No, we just got off the boat.
Oh, oh heavens. Um, you wouldn't happen to know anything about the city, even though you just got here? Uh,
I mean, it's my
I'm
first time.
I'm very stressed out. I was supposed to have my leader here to guide me, but uh, he didn't make it through the trip.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
My
Here's
name's
voice.
Jeremiah. Um, Jeremiah Doggett, and I'm here to spread the Lord's name, but I can't. I need to find the church that I've been assigned to for my mission.
And what church is this?
It's the Christ All Saints Church. I only know the name. I don't know where it is. My leader was supposed to have it and guide me there so that I could start my mission, but uh, I don't really know what to do. I haven't been able to contact my church at home or my parents or anything. They wouldn't turn the boat around despite how much I begged. They wouldn't go find him. Ugh,
You
I
seem
don't know
like
what to
a
do.
very lost, confused man.
Well, obviously I'm very lost and confused. I'm the I just turned 18 not even a few months ago, and I'm all of a sudden in the middle of a country I don't even know. Alone. Do you think can I just take along with you for now and can you help me find this church? Would you mind?
I want to turn to the group and be like, we could use a pack mule.
Oh, well, that's no way to
Sounds
treat
like
a
a little
frightened child.
bitch. Oh,
Come with me, sir. We'll ride together. I've just met these people as well. They're a little rough around the edges, but once you meet their leader, Harrison Dodge, you'll just fall in love. You'll understand.
Harrison Dodge?
Harrison
I,
Dodge.
he is I know that name. All his books were banned at our church a long time ago.
Oh, why?
Well, because they preached worship. They worship the devil essentially.
Oh, they weren't preaching or worshiping. It was just knowledge and experience based on adventure.
No, no, no. The Lord says very clear in the Bible that anyone who talks anything about the devil is a worshiper of Satan. We don't. I don't know. I, I don't think that's. I don't like that.
Yeah,
Well, there's no point in
you have your
standing.
word.
There's no point in standing around in the docks. We might as well get moving.
I can't explain to you why, Miss, but I mean, if my leader was here, he'd be able to do a better job of it, of course.
And who's your leader? What's his name?
His
Or
name
her?
What was the name of that church, by the way, Evan?
Christ All Saints Church.
Christ All Saints Church.
That's the first one that shows up when you go Christian church in China, in Shanghai.
Jack, what happened with our weapons in the crossing?
I've been taking the opinion that I don't want to slow down the gameplay by making you guys go through customs every time you appear in a new country. So you just have all your shit.
Okay. Sounds good.
Man, life would be so much easier if we just didn't have customs.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
if easier is the right word.
I wish all 11-year-old children like Pip could bring a shotgun and a machete through wherever they were traveling.
Me too.
I also
There'd be
have
a lot less 11-year-olds.
I forget what this is, but I have something called a panga as well. So
Oh, that's a big.
Oh,
knife.
that's the big knife that the cult of the bloody tongue used.
okay, cool. I'm like fucking Mando now. I just got an arsenal of weapons, pulling knives out of my boots and shit.
Yeah, you might have pulled that particular knife out of Bennett's chest cavity after he was stabbed to death.
Poor Bennett.
Need something to honor him by.
That's what
Oh
happens
yeah,
when you
Pip,
gamble.
is that right?
Mm-hmm. I had a hand in his death, I
A
guess. So.
souvenir.
Yeah, it's called a trophy. I watched Dexter.
All right.
Jeremiah's gonna ask, like, just the group, like, whose child is this?
Oh, this is my son, Pip. Pip, say hello to the nice new man.
Hello.
Hey, buddy. It's good to meet you. Your name's Pip.
Yeah.
I'm Jeremiah. It's great to meet you.
Ah. Okay.
It must be cool. I mean, I'm terrified being over here by myself, but when you got your dad looking after you and taking you all sorts of to see the world, I think it's pretty cool. You must be having a lot of fun.
Yeah, this guy's weird.
Oh, he hears that. Oh, okay. He just kind of like turns away and like looks down.
Just don't mind him, Pip. I'm sure he won't be with us very long. All right. So where are you guys headed?
Maybe let's find a hotel before we get anything done.
All right. Sounds good. Accommodation should be easy enough to find.
Is there like once we get off the boat, is there like I don't know. I know we got the city map, but like a
Like an info
like a
center?
tour guide info center kind of thing. There you go.
An info center in 1925, Shanghai.
Oh, just like a little like
Do they have like
pamphlet
a
or
kiosk,
something.
like a computer booth where you can Google some
Where's
things?
the nearest ATM?
Is there a
I mean,
McDonald's?
you can make like a spot hidden check to see if I'm not like what exactly are you looking for?
I was looking for like a little pamphlet or something that maybe they would give new people to like here's some basic spots that you could go to for your like needs and things.
Okay, like sure. Make a luck roll for me in that case.
Oh man, okay. Where is my luck? There you are. I did it. I don't know what the hard or whatever success is, but I did it.
Gotcha. Yeah, as you were walking around the streets, a beautiful Chinese girl in a long silk gown who's standing on the streets hands you a pamphlet, which you can't read because it's all in Mandarin, or I think Shanghai at this point actually has its own dialect called Shanghainese, which I don't know if is a writing system, but I know it's a speaking system. So she hands you a pamphlet that you can't read, but there are like there's a little bit of English towards the bottom, and you basically just got handed a pamphlet for like a brothel.
Sick.
I think I found a hotel that we could go to.
Okay, so after you all get settled in your hotel, do you think you'd be able to help me out at all?
Who are you?
You know, you're not very nice, Pip. I don't like we just met each other.
I don't know you.
I mean, my dad
Why should
always
we
taught-
trust you?
I'm not saying you should trust me. I just thought we should have a little bit of pleasantries. My dad always taught me that you should just be kind to the people around you.
Our friends got
Is it
eaten. It's a little late for pleasantries.
Your friends got. What do you mean? your
He's
friends
referring
got
to pets. It's a long story. I would be
Yeah,
interested
if
in.
it's anything like the Adventures of Harrison Dodge, then I'm sure there's some merit to it.
I don't even know. I don't even know how to interact with what's happening.
Tough because we've had a lot of deaths in really quick succession, so the party is like
in shambles.
When Jared's not here, there's no one around who really knows what the fuck's going on.
There's no leader right now.
There isn't. All right, I'm gonna play the part of Jared in the interim till he gets here. Well, yes. Why don't we go find some lodgings and then we can work on continuing our investigation. What leads do we have here in Shanghai?
I'm not even sure why we're even in Shanghai. What do we need from here?
Didn't someone mention something about a matchbook or something?
Oh yes, and the spell.
Who had the matchbook? Did we have it, or did we just read it before?
No, the matchbook was something that was given to Norman a very long time
In
ago.
New York.
Yeah, the matchbook was found in the hotel room that Jackson Elias was murdered in.
Yeah.
It was
That
for
was
it was for the Stumbling Tiger Bar is what it's called.
On Lantern Street, that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think he died with that on him. So I wouldn't.
He did. Yeah, Norman found it while he was searching Jackson's pockets.
Yeah, and he definitely died with it. So we don't even have that. But I'm sure someone remembered.
Someone actually took it off of Norman's body when Norman died.
Did they?
Yeah, I don't remember who it was, but I remember somebody grabbed it.
Sounds like a Graydon thing to do.
I think it was either Clyde or Harrison.
Also a Matt thing.
Yeah.
Well, if it was Clyde,
Looting
it's
the
gone.
dead?
And if it was Harrison, I imagine he would have handed it off before he left.
Yeah. Anyways, you guys do know about the bar or about the matchbook, so that's an easy enough thing to find.
I'm sorry. Why? You guys are talking. I don't mean to be rude, but you frankly are talking like Satanists right now. You're talking about spells.
Now,
These are
Jeremiah,
things
that's a pretty rude thing to say to some strangers that you want to help you.
I'm sorry,
Satanist.
but the Lord is very clear about what is right and what is wrong in this world.
All black and white, huh?
What the fuck is an 11-year-old about black and white?
Pip sees some shit.
You're talking to an 11-year-old who had the spirit of a demon inhabit his body. He's seen a dragon, a fucking lizard creature turn into a beast and murder thousands of people.
Hey, let's rewind. I'm not too sure, Pip. The world is very black and white. There's the Lord and the truth of the Lord, and that, if you do what He says, you'll go to heaven. And there's this kind of things that you people are talking about. That's not gonna get you where it's gonna get you internally damned, lead to eternal damnation. I don't know.
Why don't you come along? We'll show you we'll show you what's up.
I don't know if I want to see that, but I have made it my mission. I'm sure
You can clean it.
I'm sure if I can convert a bunch of Satan worshippers to the Lord, my dad would be proud of me finally.
Well, maybe you'll finally see the truth and the excitement in Harrison Dodge and his work, and go back to the church and tell them to.
Do you mean your real father, or do you mean your heavenly father?
Meet my real dad.
So the Heavenly Father isn't your real dad? You don't believe in him?
I mean, God is all of our.
This child is shaking his faith.
Getting grilled by an 11. I'd just kick this child.
Listen,
Pip.
I really wish Jacob was here, because he would do a much better job at this than I. Just give me. I'll get back to you on that. Okay, let me think about it. And I pull out my Bible and I start trying to flip through to find like some answers here.
Let's find a hotel by Lantern Street.
Yes. Well, I have the pamphlet that the woman gave me. It seems like a place of rest.
Well,
Thumbs up.
let's start there at the very least.
All right. So through broken English, you are able to get to where this pamphlet says. It's a bit of a nice wood interior building. Those of you who are of something of a disreputable background pretty much immediately recognize this building for what it is. In Shanghai, they're called flower girl houses, but in the Western world, this is a brothel. This is a place where women entertain male clientele, and there are a few odd looks kind of shot your way before an older woman comes and greets you in English. Yes, how can I help you?
We're here to book some rooms.
Yes, we're looking to stay.
Yes, how many rooms would you like?
Oh,
Three.
Jeremiah's gonna kind of like tug at Gunter, even though they haven't even really talked at all, and just because he seems like an older person, more in charge, and be like, sir, I just want to like staying with you guys. I don't have any money. My guide was supposed to pay for everything, and I don't know if I can stay at this fine establishment.
And I like kind of turn to him and I'm like, yes, you see a lot of things that even when I joined, just kind of become paid for. So I don't think you'll have a problem.
What? Wait, what?
Oh,
What did you say, Gunther?
Sorry, Jeremiah. It's all on me.
I'm sure the Lord will help pay for it.
I mean, I don't think the Lord works in those ways. You know, I pray that it does work that way, but I don't think it will in this circumstance.
Pray harder, my good boy.
Well, the Lord's at least takes 5 business days for a prayer to be answered.
And it's like, just don't worry about it for now.
Okay, if you say so. I'm Jeremiah, by the way.
So I've heard.
Right. Pip's gonna lean on the counter and talk to the lady real quick and just be like,
3 rooms. Jesse Hughes fun. Let's go.
The Chinese woman behind the desk is like, very well, we can have 3 rooms arranged.
thanks, Papa.
So you are shown upstairs and given 3 rooms. You guys have been staying in a lot of hotels recently. This is very clearly not a hotel. You are given 3 rooms, which look like they are meant to be private and for a pretty quick turnaround as far as clientele
Bed
goes.
hasn't been made.
But they are well appointed and very nice. And if any of you are familiar with Chinese music or anything like that, you hear some of the like plucked string instruments in the background and from the lobby. Is that some of these girls that work at the establishments are playing music in sort of the common room, and it's a very serene area, even though this is very clearly a brothel.
Pip's gonna go hang out in that area and just vibe.
Richard better be a fucking father.
Pip has no gross motives. He's 11, Evan.
Oh yeah, so he doesn't
You can
know what
learn
a
the
vagina
It's gonna
is,
be
but
like-
he knows what black and white is.
He's very astute, but not in that way.
All right, Richard, I'm going to give you the quick rundown for what you missed.
Okay.
So you guys sailed to Shanghai. You picked up a missionary on the way named Jeremiah. you can roll to increase your stats like you normally would at the end of a chapter for anything that you have checked off. And also, you guys, instead of staying at a hotel, decide to stay at a brothel. So you're in a brothel right now.
Is it by Lantern Street?
Probably
yes. In fact, it's fairly close to Lantern Street.
All right. Well, at least there's that.
Right. So you all get settled in at your new hotel, and what would you like to do?
Well, I think Jeremiah is just gonna lie down on his bed in whatever room. I don't know how he split up, but he would definitely be pairing up with another man. So either Gunter or Richard, but Richard has Pip, so probably Gunter then. So Jeremiah's gonna just hit the hay. He's gonna lie down in the bed and try to go to sleep. Obviously, he prays beforehand, and then he lies down and goes to sleep.
Jack, how much do I increase it by if I succeed?
1d10.
1d10? Okay, and I need to roll higher than my skill, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Is anybody super religious here? Because I don't want to offend anybody.
Is that Jeremiah or Evan?
Yeah, I know Jack is too.
Out of the friends that you've had since like 3rd grade, you don't know if anyone here is religious or not?
Sometimes there's like closeted religious people, right? They don't like outwardly show their faith. I don't know. I guess
Jack is a practicing Muslim.
Well, then I'm fine.
I converted to Zoroastrianism last year.
Oh shit!
I worship the spaghetti monster.
Peter, no one cares.
I worship the Dark Pharaoh Nyarlathotep.
That's a great religion.
It has its ups and downs.
You feel sexy.
Jeremiah, a few moments after you lay down on your bed, there's a knock at the door.
Are you in here, Gunter?
Yeah, I go and answer the door.
Yeah.
So Gunter, as you answer the door, there is a beautiful young Chinese woman carrying a tray with a teapot on it who walks past you and puts the tray down next to the bed and looks at you as like, is there anything I can get you?
Oh, just the finest refreshments for our dear boy here. You see, it's his first time.
Of course. She sits down on the bed next to Jeremiah and rubs your shoulder a little bit, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah just instantly jumps because he was like kind of half asleep. And he's like, what are you doing? Please get off me. And he like scrambles kind of off the bed and falls onto the ground. Gunter, what's going on here?
It was just you seemed a bit stressful, my boy. This will help.
He needs a lady of the night.
What the fuck is going on?
Shanghai for 10 fucking minutes.
I don't like this at all, Gunter. I think I'm gonna go outside.
I'm gonna kick in the door. You get away from him!
Oh.
He's a pure boy.
Oh no. Yeah, no. Jeremiah is like flustered and he's embarrassed and he's just running out the door. He doesn't even realize that that was even sexual in nature. Just the idea of like a woman where he is supposed to be sleeping and like she touches his shoulders is like greatly like sent him into like a flurry of like panic and he's like running away.
He nutted as soon as she touched him.
So she's going to stand up very confused as Jeremiah runs out out of the room. Looks to you, Gunther. Did I do something wrong, sir?
No, don't worry. I think he's just a bit nervous.
Ah, of course. Well, I will. I will be back some other time then. And she
Thank you
leaves
very much.
leaves the room.
Very much appreciated. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, if you want, no, just kidding.
So,
Damn it! Just trying to get my boy some sweet action.
Before turning in, I'd want to like see if anyone would want to go to. I forget the bar's name, but go there because I guess nighttime would be the ideal time to go because that's
the Stumbling Tiger is what it's called.
I don't think we can turn in this place.
You just
we don't know that yet.
I'm going to allow it.
Okay.
I think this is much funnier than staying at a fancy hotel.
I like the idea of like coming back after like a few nights and all of the girls are just like,
Yay,
they're just stoked to see you guys.
If I see Jeremiah in the lobby, and say, "Oh, you have something just on your back," I don't want to touch it.
What do you mean something's on my back?
Oh,
He's like trying to look. What the fuck are you talking about?
Take your jacket. Maybe go to the washroom and tidy up.
Did Jeremiah just say fuck?
No, I'm actually genuinely asking Graydon what the fuck he's talking about.
Is Graydon trying to insinuate that you like laid down on the bed and now there's a condom stuck to you or something?
Yeah.
Jesus. All right. Okay. Yeah. Jeremiah's gonna go to the bathroom. Obviously, be horrified by whatever he sees because he doesn't even know what the fuck it is. And he's then now going to be leaving the place and going outside and standing in the street. And whatever bench is nearby, he's gonna sit on it, and he's probably gonna have a little bit of a panic attack on what's going on.
Richard's gonna go walk up to him.
This guy needs a fucking adult, guys.
His guy died.
His guy fell off the boat on the way here. He's alone.
He's had an 11-year-old berating him.
Europe's first latex condom was an export from Young's Rubber Company in 1929. It's not even like a good condom. It's something else entirely.
Okay, so this isn't a
carved out
condom.
of wood.
This was like a paper condom or something.
It was just straight up sheepskin sign.
Regardless, Jeremiah is on the street right now, not having a good time.
Jeremiah, are you doing okay?
Not really at all. I have no idea what is happening right now. I thought I was just gonna come here and spread the Lord's word, but all that's around me is just terrifying. I'll be honest. I feel like maybe I died on that boat and I'm literally in hell right now.
Well, I can't say I'm much of a religious man, but isn't this all of his creation?
I don't know. I don't know. Not if this is hell. This isn't. I think I died. I think I died on that boat.
Well,
I fell off the boat too.
I can confidently say as a doctor that you did not die. You're clearly alive in front of me right now.
I think I died, and I think my dad was right, and I think I'm burning in hell right now.
Now, why would a doctor be in hell with you? Please.
Oh, Richard. Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure, sir, but if I had to make a guess that maybe your practices aren't the most pure practices, potentially. I know nothing about you, but...
Well, would you like me to analyze you? I am a neurospecialist.
What do you mean analyze me? In what way?
Well, help you overcome this. Maybe give you some tips and tricks to overcome whatever you're facing.
Are you like are you a demon? Are you trying to how to survive hell? Like,
No,
is this what's
Richard just doesn't talk to people like they're humans.
I, I think I'm actually dead. I think you're just making it even. I think it's just really sinking in now, and you're really helping that sink in. Now he's like
Jeremiah,
trying
it's
All these
okay.
non-white
I'm
people
gonna-
around really sealing the deal for sure.
I didn't want to
Yikes.
say it.
Wow.
I wasn't gonna say it. So about this time, Pip steps out onto the street as well, determined to find the stumbling lantern bar, or sorry, the stumbling tiger bar.
Yeah.
Pip, could you give me a
I'll follow
navigate
up
roll, please?
Oh, I think I have a good navigate. I do.
Can I help? I'll help Pip. I want to hang out with him.
Sure, yeah.
Do. Oh. Yeah, no, that's not. I failed.
What did you roll, Graydon? Dorothy, I mean.
Oh, I thought I was giving a.
Do you want to give him
Advantage.
a bonus die?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, Pip, you can roll the tens die again, and pick the one that's higher out of the two that you rolled.
Ah, fuck, still failed. God damn it.
Still a failure.
Yeah.
So, Pip, you thought you had like a pretty good idea of where you were going, and you begin heading towards Lantern Street. When you pass by a church that has Shanghai lettering outside, but you see underneath it says Christ All Saints Church in big bold English letters.
Wonder if that's anything.
No, maybe this is what Jeremiah was looking for. We'll have to tell him about it. Do you remember, Pip, which way we came from?
Oh.
Oh.
I'm just gonna go get a
And
water.
how big can this place really be? We'll figure it out.
I'm sorry, is the whole party not with you guys right now?
Yeah, I figured that we'd be going with you since you walked outside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought we were just doing our own thing while you were psychoanalyzing a human on a bench.
Just a young woman and a small English chimney sweep bumming around the streets of Shanghai.
Don't know if that's safe.
Nothing unusual about that.
Don't forget it, the 11-year-old's equipped with a shotgun and 2 fairly large.
Oh yeah, you guys aren't in Kenya anymore. You can't open carry fire.
Oh, okay. I left it at the hotel then.
No.
So, like, we're allowed to just ferry it to places, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to go do something, or if it's something that you can feasibly conceal on your person underneath clothing or something like that.
Can a panga be concealed?
Sure. Yeah. It's
Okay.
not. It's a large knife, but not large enough that you couldn't like stuff it down your pant leg or something like that.
Okay. All right. Sounds cool. Sounds good.
So you've not found the Stumbling Tiger Bar as of yet, but you did find the church that Jeremiah was looking for.
Well, well, he's not here.
Let's go in, though. Might as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in.
I swear, every time that I need Evan for something, he fucks off. Every single time we're playing this game and I need to do something with his character, he's like, I'm just going to leave.
Richard,
Like,
are you allowed in a place like this?
What are you talking about, Dorothy? Why would I not be allowed to be in a place like this? I may not believe in any of this mumbo jumbo, but
Second he sets his toe one side, bursts into flames.
Well, that's exactly the reason. Is just the mumbo jumbo talk. I figured, avoid a fight before it happens.
I find it quite interesting watching people believe in such things. It's great research.
Ah, didn't we see a giant demon come out of a lady?
Well, yes, but I don't think that's religious so much as just some weird evolutionary animal that emerged from said person's belly.
There's a
that's-
scientific explanation.
It's or dark magic.
No.
Like science anymore.
I've seen many odd people, but I have never seen anything like that.
Pip, remind me. We have to continue your human anatomy lessons.
Walking into a
Right.
church.
So wait, now I need to know, how did Richard explain like the werewolf, or like how did he explain the demonic possession from the Black Pharaoh?
The dragon that chased us.
Yeah. Or the
Not-
fire vampire he summoned from the heavens.
He's so delusional.
Yeah.
Medical vampire.
Medical, yeah.
Like, I'm going to study myself later.
Look, the church
Really
is
pick
right
my brain
there.
apart.
Yeah. So
The church that Jeremiah needs.
yeah, so Jeremiah, you walked away as soon as we got to we accidentally stumbled on your church. You are currently outside the Christ All Saints Church.
I thought that was just Pip and Dorothy there.
Nope, no, the whole party's here.
Everyone's hanging out.
We're waiting for you.
Sorry, guys.
You bitch.
Oh. Okay. Looks like we.
Awesome.
I wonder.
Crazy.
If this is the church. My church.
Doesn't that say in big letters the name of the church?
You guys are so fucking mean to Jeremiah.
Dude, he's this random guy who's just like tagging around. I don't give a shit about Jeremiah yet.
You're a random guy just taking.
You don't know that.
Yes, well,
Fuck, Jeremiah's leaving this campaign like right now.
just
The worst few hours of his life.
I can't leave.
Dorothy tried to be nice to you, and then you like called out her author, her fucking hero, for Satanism.
Yeah. Well, it is. I didn't say it was satanic. I said that the books were. Anyway.
yes,
Well,
Jeremiah.
okay, well, I guess I should go in.
Yes, well, have fun. Well, it was nice meeting you.
Can you guys?
Gunter, aren't you excited to come in with him? We need to investigate this.
Yeah, can we
Now, what's this all about?
come in? Well, this is where I'm stationed for my mission. I'm
So-
gonna be working out of here.
You guys all make your way into the Christ All Saints Church here in Shanghai. It's let me check the map here, or not the map, the calendar. April
It's beside
23rd.
the
It's a
brothel.
it's a like the idea of you walking outside the brothel. It's like, oh, there's a church built right next to it.
Wait, if it's a Thursday, does that not make it Good Friday the next day on
Wait.
April 23rd?
I don't know.
Wait. I think he's right.
April 24th, Good Friday.
It's like, what, the third Friday of April or something?
What are the odds of that?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you're right.
that is 100% correct. Oh no. In 1925, the 24th was the fourth Friday of April.
Oh,
Okay.
so Easter happened the weekend before?
I guess so.
You were on the boat for Easter.
That's when Jacob fell off.
So you guys enter into the church, and
I kind of want
you-
to summon my fire vampire in the middle of the church.
You don't.
Yeah, April 12th. It was so.
It's quite dark in here, and there's a very pungent smell inside. Through the darkness, all you see. Some of you think it might be like incense or something like that. There's maybe burnt just as part of church services. You see what appear to be a pair of legs hanging off.
Oh my God,
a
Dad.
pew.
Dude. Poor Jeremiah. This is fucked.
This is the worst
So
fucking.
You just see a pair of like they're not disembodied or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
I thought they were just dangling from the
It looks-
ceiling
yeah,
when
it
they
looks
walked
like-
in.
It looks like there's somebody lying down on one of the pews, and their legs are just hanging off the ends.
Oh, okay.
I imagine like a raiders camp from Fallout, just a body part. just
Yeah.
fucking
Wait, so
pinned up.
I guess
Super mutant
Jeremiah's
meatbag.
Jeremiah's gonna like timidly walk forward, and he's gonna look back at. Don't know why, but he's gonna look back at
I'll
the
give a thumbs
fucking
up.
squad for reassurance, and
Thumbs
they're-
up.
You're doing great, lad.
and I'm like,
As soon as Richard says that, a man sits up from the pews and like looks back towards all of you, and then like ducks back down again, and you hear the rattling of metal as it seems like he's pushing something to the side, and then stands up and dusts himself off. You see a very, very skinny looking man with like bloodshot eyes that are like almost like sunk back into his very pale skull. Like he looks very gaunt, like he hasn't seen sunlight in a little while. But he is wearing a priest's collar and looks towards all of you. Well, hello. How can I be of assistance to you all this fine day, my friends?
are you the priest here, sir?
Oh, yes, hello. I'm Proctor Young. It's very nice to meet you.
Proctor Yun. Hi, Proctor. I'm Jeremiah Doggett. I was sent here to be stationed here for my my mission.
Oh yes, of course. And he walks across the room and shakes your hand very vigorously for a few seconds, Jeremiah. Ah, there was supposed to be another one of you, wasn't there?
Yeah, the leader from my church, Jacob. Unfortunately, the journey was long, and I don't know what happened, but I was told he fell overboard in the night.
During this, can I like try and be sneaking over to see what he was shuffling with in the pew or whatever?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Make a stealth check for me.
Stealth check. Shit.
Be successful. Be successful.
I was freaking.
It's a good thing you can lie.
I'm gonna use 12 luck points
Ooh.
to make
I'm gonna
this.
start-
success.
I'm starting to think Drew just lies about all those rolls.
If you push it with luck, do you still get to put a little X in the thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Pip, you sneak over through the pews around the side and go and see what he was looking at. You see a few little bits of bric-a-brac. You see what looks to be a long pipe with a very noxious odor to it. You see a few sets of syringes and looks to be medical tubing that was that has a little bit of blood on it.
Oh, he's a heroin junkie.
Richard, do you want to make a medical check for me?
Yeah, I would.
or a pharmacy check.
I'm gonna do medical check.
I want to poke my head back out from behind the pew and just be like,
That's a hard success, Jack.
This man looks like he just got off a long bender of opioids.
Nice.
This looks like a man who is addicted to opium.
So Jeremiah, while like after he shakes his hand, he's gonna kind of in a low whisper be like, Proctor Young, can I ask you a question?
Of course, my son.
Are we dead right now?
What do you mean? What do you mean, Jeremiah? What do you mean by that?
I mean, ever since I've gotten off the boat, all I've seen is stuff that would make me believe that I've been damned to hell. Do you feel like you've been damned to hell?
Hey, he puts his hand on your shoulder. You know who else died but wasn't damned to hell? Our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Do I see Pip with the medical equipment?
Amen. You're right, Proctor. I shouldn't question my aliveness.
Your life is a gift. Cherish it. Cherish it. Unlike poor Jacob, who is certainly dead. I'm just saying, if he fell off a boat in the middle of the ocean, that there's probably not a lot that we can do for him. Except pray for his soul.
I really did try to turn that boat around, Proctor. I couldn't do it though.
And the Lord thanks you for your selflessness, Jeremiah.
I just don't know if I can, I just don't know if I can do this. I just want to go home, and he starts crying. I just want to go home.
Oh wow, I was not prepared to deal with this today. Why don't you introduce me to your other friends who are here?
do I see Pip holding like the medical syringe?
I mean, holding it up and just like.
I like turn around and I see Pip holding the shit, and I'm like still crying. And Jeremiah's just like, to be honest, I don't even know any of them. I just know that the kid's name is Pip. Why is everyone so mean? That's so sad.
Dr. Young's going to put his arm around your shoulders and slowly shuffle towards your friend. Is it true that you're being mean to a member of my congregation here?
Charles
One of the sheep in my flock?
I do have one question for you.
Of course.
Sorry, let me introduce myself first. I'm Dr. Richard Mason. I'm gonna like point over towards Pip. Is that how you see God? Is that what you use there?
He turns around.
I believe those, hallucinogenic properties might help with this religious belief.
Those are medical in nature. They help with my arthritis.
Can I make a psychology check on that?
I'm gonna make a medicine check on that.
I mean, hey, maybe it was believed at the time.
That's a hard success.
It's an opioid. It probably would help with arthritis. Whether this guy actually has arthritis,
I'm gonna like look at him and be like,
I got a hard success on the psychology.
I don't think that
he's
is
lying. He's 100% lying.
I'm gonna like look at him and be like, I don't. Based on my extensive medical background, I don't believe that's what they would give you for arthritis.
Yes, well, you see, Doctor, cocaine pills are very difficult to get here in Shanghai, so I've had to resort to alternative methods.
Yes, Richard. Well, you see, maybe we could, use this to get the boy to see with God, and maybe he just needs some more. Back at the hotel, I was trying to see if he would give in to temptation, but it seems he is just too stuck with his cause, and maybe once we break him, he will come along and be very useful.
I was wondering what would break first.
I'm just gonna come up next to Jeremiah and give him a little side hug and be like, "It's okay, buddy."
Dude, Jeremiah is shaking. Hearing this conversation right now.
Everyone, if I could have a moment with Jeremiah for just a minute, we'll just be a second, and he begins like shuffling you towards the front of the church, towards the pulpit. Jeremiah. Now, Jeremiah, I understand that you must be very upset, and there's probably a lot of things going through your head, but this might be a blessing in disguise. This might be the Lord testing us.
It really?
No, hear me out. You came here, Jeremiah, to convert the heathens and to spread the word of the gospel on foreign shores.
Yeah.
And I think I think what we have right here is a group of sinners that are so far beyond redemption that perhaps what they need, Jeremiah, and he's like pushing on your chest. What they need is a Jeremiah. Maybe you can be the one that helps them see light. Maybe that is your mission.
What?
Why don't you stay with these sinners for a little while and see if you can help them, Jeremiah?
Don't you think you would be a little bit more qualified to do this, Proctor?
I'm afraid I have a lot of sinners that come in here every Sunday, and it eats up a lot of my time. But Sunday morning, I expect to see you bright and early for my sermon. And if you ever need anything, I'm right here. And you can we have rooms set up here. So if you need to sleep here, feel free to come by, and everything is taken care of. But I think this group of sinners, I think you might be their hope.
Proctor, how long is this gonna take? When do you think I can go home?
I mean, you're on a mission to Shanghai, so like,
I don't fucking know.
I don't know how long these things take. For Mormons, it's like 2 years, man.
2 years.
You're stuck with us now.
Okay, Proctor. I'll do my best. Do you have any tips?
Tips or tricks?
Avoid the cocaine.
What's something a religious person would say?
Fuck
Get
bitches,
fucked.
get money.
End it with a quote, yeah. And do you have money?
Don't forget to donate.
Just, Jeremiah,
Yeah.
just like Moses parted the Red Sea, you need to part the way into their hearts and change them.
Nuts.
And he pushes you on the back towards the group.
Jeremiah like kind of stumbles and like looks back at him and is just like still shaking and like a little bit frustrated as well. It's just like, well, at least God was talking directly to Moses. He just keeps walking forward.
Did you find what you were looking for?
My mission has been given to
As
me.
you guys leave the church, you see Proctor Young sit down at the pew and roll up his left sleeve.
My mission given to me by the proctor is to show you the way of the Lord and purify your sins, help you overcome your sinning natures.
Oh, yes.
Charles is gonna laugh and walk outside.
Yes, Jeremiah. Yes, I think that'd be a great idea. I think we should start by going back to the hotel.
I think I'm gonna sleep here for tonight, but I'll meet you all tomorrow. How about?
Why does Gunter want to
What time
get
of day is it?
Jeremiah laid so much?
It's like late afternoon at this point, probably.
Proctor, would I be able to stay the night here tonight?
Yeah. It's all set up. It's all set up, Jeremiah. We've got rooms set up downstairs for you.
And can everyone else stay here? Maybe being in the presence of the Lord will help me in a way, and help them.
Sure. Yeah. Sounds great.
Okay, so now we don't have to go back to the hotel. We can stay here, everybody. Isn't that wonderful?
Well, we could still go back, but sure. What do you have, Jeremiah?
All of your gear is still at the brothel, by the way.
I
You
mean,
left
we've
all your
already
shit there.
paid for the rooms. We might as well stay there at least one night.
I made all these friends.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I'll come with you there, but I'm gonna stay outside while you collect your things. Okay?
Very good.
Hey, Jeremiah.
Pussy.
Oh,
I can't even.
this
I can barely hear Graydon, and his camera's off. So all I hear every so often is just a little like.
Alright, I'll be at my computer soon.
uh all right, so what are you guys doing?
Trying to find the bar again.
All right, well, you can just retrace your steps quite easily. You get back to oh wait, are you trying to find the Stumbling Tiger bar?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, gotcha. I thought you were going back to the brothel. Okay.
Oh, we just got some Evan backstory, sort of.
A major backstory.
Some trauma dump.
Yeah, Charles. No one knows about you, you fuck. No one cares about your backstory.
Hey, who the fuck are you, Charles? We just know you suck.
Shut the fuck up.
Look who now is just a random person.
Dude, Charles knows what his mission is. It is. I don't care.
When did
You missed out
Charles
on a perfect opportunity. What?
Because I re-rolled with Jared. Did you have a backup character ready, Peter?
I made
Yeah,
Charles.
Yeah, Bennett died before Peyton and Clyde did.
I thought we all died the same session, though.
I died the
No,
session
'cause-
before.
Because you guys went into the cave after releasing Who.
Oh,
And
right.
then-
Charles came from the
Yeah.
cage. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember now.
All right. So it takes a little while, but eventually you do find the Stumbling Tiger bar on Lantern Street.
Yeah.
Entering inside, there are a few patrons sitting around a somewhat dimly lit, not very nice room. It's not a particularly large bar, but behind the bar there are rows and rows of different kinds of alcohol. And there is a very large barman who looks like he's of mixed ancestry, probably Chinese and white of some kind, polishing a glass behind the counter.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do?
I'm just gonna go up to him, I guess.
Jeremiah's going to stay near the door, seeing as all this is making him very uneasy again.
Well, hello, sir.
Yeah, hello, what can I get you?
One whiskey.
All right, you got it. He takes the bottle. This man is speaking in a heavy Scottish accent, oddly enough.
Oh.
Which seems to be a blend of Scottish and just like kind of an accent, like probably just from living in Shanghai for a while. But he pours you a shot glass and pushes it towards you. That's well within your spending level, so don't worry about the money.
Thank you, good sir. Is that a Scottish accent I hear in there?
It may be. What's it to you?
What's a gentleman as yourself be doing here so far from home?
I'm from here. I was born and raised in Shanghai.
Oh, that's awkward.
Interesting.
My pa was Scottish. My ma was from Shanghai. Suppose I took his accent.
That would make sense. Do I have, like, the matchbox with me?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna pull it out. This is from your bar, correct?
Yeah, that looks like that's one of mine.
I wondered if you... We got that from Jackson, right?
Yeah.
You got it from his dead body.
His dead body, okay. Did you have a gentleman by the name of Jackson Elias stop in here at some point?
The gentleman sort of stops polishing the glasses and like thinks about it for a second. He kind of shrugs. Afraid it doesn't ring any bells.
I see.
What did the man look like?
I'm gonna describe him exactly how you need him described.
You describe Jackson to the barman to the best of your abilities.
Because I never met him, so
no. No, you did not. Did have a fellow like that in here a few months back, but as I recall, he just talked to another patron and was on his way.
Do you happen to know who that is?
Afraid I don't. My apologies.
That's okay. Have you noticed any weird things happening around here? Any? Some people would consider it paranormal. I mean, man of my science background, rubbish. But you know, I'm intrigued by paranormal events.
Everybody who's not Richard, give me a spot hidden roll.
Thank goodness. Struggling here.
Yeah, he's super awkward.
Don't know what to ask him. Richard was like not really around for that part.
Says the oldest member of the group.
I know.
Fail.
I also failed.
I think I might have fumbled.
Your eyes fall out.
Looking at something.
Your eyes fall out. Spontaneous blindness.
I'd like to use my remaining 23 luck points to I'm just kidding.
So Pip's the only one who succeeded, and what did you roll, Charles?
97.
What's your spot hidden skill?
The base, 25.
Yeah, that's a fumble.
What do you need for a fumble?
97. You're below.
Charles, as you're leaning on one of the chairs at the front of the bar, it tips over and smacks into the hard ground and makes the sound of cracking wood, and everyone stops what they're doing and looks directly at you.
I'm just gonna kind of walk to the other side of the room.
Pip, on a hard success, when Richard brings up the paranormal and any odd things that are happening, there's a man on the opposite end of the bar who looks like he's a little bit drunk, who kind of turns his head towards Richard as if his interest has suddenly been piqued, and it looks like he's listening intently.
And nudge Richard.
Papa, buy that man a drink.
I'm gonna look over and be like, well, it's hard to find these paranormal things, you see.
Right. Yeah, no, sorry, can't say. For the bartender kind of raises an eyebrow after you ask that. Unless you had anything specific for me to go off, I couldn't give you a straight answer, I'm afraid.
That's quite all right. You know what? I like that fine gentleman over there. I'm gonna buy him a drink.
All right, I'll give him one of the same. The bartender begins pouring a beer and slams it down on the other side of the table in front of the man that Pip pointed out to you.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of
The same question.
I'm gonna kind of go over him and just be like, there you go, sir. A drink on me.
Thank you. Thank you. The man is kind of slurring his speech. Richard, do you want to give me a anthropology roll?
Oh boy, I have nothing in that, so I can't. I'd have to get a 1 to succeed, which did not happen.
Also, give me a psychology roll.
Okay, that I can do. That was a hard success.
Hard success. From observing this man, who looks to be, he's of Asian descent, as well as most of the people in Shanghai are, aside from some of the foreigners you may have encountered at this point. You notice that you get the impression that he might be pretending to be drunk. You notice that his reflexes as he motions around, grabs the drink, and sort of does a few other things, seem to be in line with somebody who is sober.
I'm gonna kind of like, I'm gonna be very direct about it. I'm gonna look over to him and be like, "You seem like a man who isn't quite as drunk as he's letting on. I wonder why that would be."
I don't know what to say to this, sir.
Well, you see, my young lad here, Pip, told me when I was asking about strange things happening around here, it caught your interest.
I'm sorry to have caused any trouble, sir.
Oh, no trouble at all. I'm much just curious if you know anything. You see, I'm in search of we're in a quest for a dear friend of ours. We're hoping to come and figure out some things here, and I think you might be able to help me with that, and my friends over here.
You can sort of see the man looking around, almost somewhat nervously now. I'm afraid I don't know how much help I can be. Is the problem.
I want to walk over and place 10 American dollars in front of me, like, we'd be quite interested to hear what you have to say.
We need to go somewhere else. Away from prying eyes.
He leans in close to you, Richard, and whispers, "It is not safe here. There are people looking all over. I don't know who you are, but meet me in the alley outside the bar."
Excellent. I'm gonna just casually walk back with a "Come on, long friends, let's leave this bar."
Did you pay for your drinks?
Do so nonchalantly.
Yeah, I paid for my drinks.
Okay, just want to make sure.
He palms the money that Charles put down on the bar.
I'm gonna throw some money over towards the bar as well for the barkeep. I don't know, like $5 too. Sure.
All right. So, a few minutes later, you all meet in the alley outside the bar. And this man greets you all. Are you trying to get yourselves killed? Opening such questions so openly.
Jeremiah's eyes just go wide after hearing that.
I'll
Just
nudge
vomits.
Jeremiah and it's like, see, adventure.
I'm gonna kind of look at him and be like, "Well, after the things we've seen and done, it doesn't quite scare us when we deal with the regular people, you see."
I see.
And the only survivor. Well, Pip is too, for the most part.
Well, you had questions?
Yes, I was wondering if you knew of a man named Jackson Elias. He was a friend of ours that stopped by here some time ago.
How long ago did he stop by?
I believe he said 2 months, right? The bartender said 2 months.
He said some months.
Okay.
Jackson Elias has been dead for over 2 months at this point.
Okay.
Jackson died in January, and you think he would have been in China around like probably October or November.
Okay. Some 5-6 months ago, roughly.
I have only been in China for 2 months. I'm afraid I cannot help you with your friends, but tell me, what is this supernatural thing that you are seeking?
Well, you see, we're actually following a cult of some sorts for the Black Pharaoh, cult of the Bloody Tongue. They kind of go by different names depending on where you are.
I see. I'm afraid I do not know anything about any cult activity either.
What do you know then?
What about the name Nyarlathotep?
There we go. How about that name? Good pronunciation, Pip. I'm proud of you.
Practiced.
Well, let me make a Cthulhu Mythos roll for this man. But I sincerely doubt he knows anything about Nyarlathotep.
I hope he rolls a nat 1.
He knows
He's like,
everything about
I'm
Nyarlathotep.
Nyarlathotep.
He's also pregnant.
True ending.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything in Cthulhu Mythos. I'm afraid I'm not aware of any cult.
Well, have you noticed anything odd or supernatural involving some less? You said there's some prying eyes. It's not safe. What did you mean by that? Who's watching?
I think perhaps we have different goals in mind. You seem like
He's gonna pull out his knife.
Oh
You're gonna
gosh.
tell us what you need,
Pip,
what we
Pip,
need to know
Pip.
right now.
Pip, let's just put that away for now. That fine gentleman's telling us.
Jeremiah is so fucked up right now, guys. It's so clear.
Wait till Richard dissects something.
well. I must apologize. It seems that perhaps you do not have any of the information that I thought you may, or are just simply confused in what's going on here.
But what information were you looking for? What exactly are you doing in Shanghai?
Make a fast talk roll with a bonus die.
With a bonus die?
Yeah.
And I reroll the 10 die, right?
Yeah.
Clyde was so good at fast talk, but I never really used it.
That
Fast
is
talk or persuade, I guess.
Oh, or persuade.
Whichever one's better for you.
Oh, fast talk's better for me. I have 10 luck points left. I'm gonna use 5 of them to push a success.
Okay. He looks towards you for a minute. I don't know of the supernatural things which you're interested in. I assumed you were perhaps here doing the same nature of investigation that I'm doing here. My name is Captain Isoge Taro of the Royal Japanese Navy.
Oh.
Received reports that some less than fine, unknown Chinese faction is making a weapon of some kind. And I was sent to find out what it was. But I've had very little luck in finding what's going on.
And do you believe it's supernatural?
Again, I do not know anything of this supernatural business which you seem so obsessed with.
Why'd you look over?
You were asking interesting questions, and it seemed pertinent to my investigation. I see now that perhaps it is not.
Well, what if it was possible that we have the same goal? What if we were to help you find yours, and then hopefully in the time we might come across something of use to us?
Was it Jack?
What was that?
Who's in,
The robots, don't worry.
You're being hacked?
Yeah. Jack Brady was the man who Jackson Elias allegedly saw.
Yeah, the guy that should be dead from the Carlisle expedition.
Yeah.
Ask about that.
Is it possible that, well, first off, would you accept our proposal of helping you with your investigation?
Perhaps. I would not be opposed to such an arrangement.
Excellent. From one military man to another.
Use the man as leverage. Jack Brady's name is leverage.
How?
Because he might be involved with the weapon building.
Is it possible? We might have one little clue. It's very small, but it might be possible. Do you know if a Jack Brady's involved in this weapon building?
How do you know that name? I wonder.
Well, you see, we're actually following the Carlisle expedition, and Jack Brady happened to have been on the Carlisle expedition before he disappeared.
Jeremiah pipes up in the corner. I mean, I heard that he died with the rest of the expedition. Not disappeared.
Yes, well, Jeremiah, things aren't always as they seem we've come across.
Dorothy is just like in the back in her notebook, just like writing as much down as she can. Taking it all in.
I've been staking out the Stumbling Tiger for several weeks, and a few other locations which Brady has been seen at. Apparently, Jack Brady is involved in something shady, perhaps connected to this new weapon.
Yes, well, with that in mind, I do believe our goals might be the same.
Perhaps. Brady has some connections to a new fanatic militia here in Shanghai. Their members train at an empty warehouse on the south side of the river, on Changshan Road.
Well, then that seems like a good as place as any to start our investigation.
Perhaps. There are as many as a few hundred members of this militia. It would be quite difficult for us to just walk on in and demand an audience with a man who you say is allegedly dead.
Well, you two are military men. There must be techniques to do surveillance of some sort.
Indeed. I have identified the man who I believe is the leader of this new group. His name is Chu Min. He has a routine to visit the autumn morning tea house every day.
Does he do it alone?
He seems to.
Excellent. Well, if we can get him, I can guarantee you I can make him talk.
Indeed. Well, I
right,
suppose...
Pip?
Yeah! Well, stat!
Well, if we can prevent this weapon from being used against foreign interests, either in my country or elsewhere, then perhaps we do have some business with one another. Although I will repeat, I do not know what the significance is of any occult or supernatural business which you keep reminding me of. Of that I am not familiar.
Yes, well,
Well, oh, go for it, Gunther.
If Jack Brady's involved, then they must be linked somehow. And if Jack Brady's involved, then he must be stopped.
Perhaps. Well then. What would you like to do next?
Well, I believe we better have a conversation with this leader of theirs.
Indeed. So.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
To bed, then do that.
Yeah, it's getting late at this point.
Alrighty.
You said in the morning he has a routine going to the tea house.
Yes. I actually don't know if it says in the morning. I think it just says he has a habit of going to the tea house.
Say it's in the morning for convenience.
Yeah. The name of the tea house is the Autumn Morning Tea House.
It's only open in the morning.
Sure.
Like
Yeah. In the interest of making it easy, yeah. The morning.
Makes sense. Go to the
Very
morning
well.
house in the morning.
Great, yeah. Let's interrogate a militia leader. First thing we do. I love getting chased out of countries.
Happened before.
Yeah, it has. You're very right.
Hey, you want to get a quick skill upgrade?
Very well. I will meet you here tomorrow morning in front of the Stumbling Tiger. Then we make our way to the Autumn Morning Tea House.
This sounds like a plan.
Good.
This is so exciting.
You are an odds group.
Yes.
A ragtag bunch of individuals. You have amongst you a child, a young woman, a preacher, a medical doctor, a German man, and a circus man? It appears?
Yes, that's me.
Very interesting.
Peter, I'm gonna imagine you look like Sylvando from Dragon Quest.
I wonder what could force all of you to work together.
The
The great
Lord.
works of Harrison Dodge.
I'm looking for freaks.
My parents died.
Yes, Pip is my adopted son, and I'm showing him the world. I'd love to do research in the medical field and psychology, so nothing's more interesting than this very odd situation, such as this God Jeremiah talks about, and
I have read some of Harrison Dodge's work. It is.
Oh my God!
Oh, he made it all the way over here. What a far-reaching author.
No, he would have made it down to Japan, Dorothy, not up to China.
Out of curiosity, were they translated texts or in English?
I was able to read an English text that I found during shore leave at one point. I did not care for it particularly, but it was interesting.
Which one was it?
Entertaining short stories, aren't they?
Richard, I've had about enough of you.
4, 5, 6, 7. It was The Dodge Chronicles: A Mysterious Ring.
What of his origins? It really spoke to me. That's why I'm here adventuring.
Yeah, that was his first one that he wrote as like not as a fiction, like as something that actually happened, but he embellished the details. That was when he found his mysterious ring.
You clearly could not comprehend the literary complexities of such a genius.
Well, my English skill is only about 30%. That's probably an accurate representation.
It's okay, and it would be what you would call a good fictional novel.
I take the book that I'm writing in and I slap Richard in the back of the head. Like, you need to stop that. Stop that right now.
Actually,
will
that
not
was
have
the-
his disrespect.
That was the one and only Harrison Dodge book that we did a public book burning of.
I'm gonna come after Jeremiah with my book.
That's why it was a bestseller. The church bought all the books.
I got rich.
I would have loved to put the mask on Jeremiah.
I think we don't have that mask.
I'm sure we'll find a new one.
Sure we will. All right. Captain Taro begins walking down Lantern Street and into the night. What would you all like to do?
As mysteriously as he came, he disappeared.
Back to the brothel.
To the brothel.
Yeah.
Hotel.
Jeremiah needs the brothel.
Jeremiah's
So-
only going with you because he has no idea how to get back to the church. at all.
So, you guys make your way back to the brothel. It's getting late tonight. There's still sounds of music and a serene atmosphere inside. Is there anything you'd like to do, or are you just going to go to bed?
I'm gonna go to bed.
But guys, we have room at the church. You didn't want to sleep here in this.
Come on, Jeremiah. Let's go. We can sleep in the church the next night.
We've
already
for
paid
it.
for our rooms.
But what about the proctor? What's he gonna think?
He'll be fine. He was laying around waiting for us last time. He'll be laying around waiting for us next time.
Okay. Just don't let them come into my room this time.
You scared of the boogeyman?
There's no boogeyman. That's
Yes, of course. No boogeyman.
After all, we're all dead.
Fuck Gunter. Holy shit.
All right, so
Gunter loves fucking with this guy.
we'll say that it's to stay at the brothel for the night. It's $5 per room. That's cheap compared to your previous hotel stays.
That's a steal.
Speaking
All
This
these
is all-
lovely ladies.
I'd like
is
to
all-
get Jeremiah some ladies.
Well,
I
I'll
mean,
just-
that will cost extra.
Jeremiah.
it's okay.
If you
Is this
bring
all
ladies, Jeremiah is
under-
running out into the night, trying to find his way back to the church. That's how this is gonna go.
barricade the door.
Morning. Jeremiah was found bloodied in the streets.
Rock hard.
Just bricked up.
Scared and confused.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Scared and confused. Name is my sex tape.
Dick in one hand,
Yeah.
eyes covered by the other.
No, dick in one hand, Bible in the other.
He loved Jesus so much.
It was a holy jerk.
You guys are dicks to Jeremiah. Poor guy.
Hey, you beat my first character over the head and killed him, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna be a jerk to your character.
and you're still alive, so the karma's already got there. You know, you saw a whole group of us die. I think that should be good enough.
He even got a son.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So, the next morning, I'm assuming you guys are getting ready to go to the autumn morning tea house.
Yep.
Here's the thing. I don't have that prepared. So, I'm going to have to go and read the book. But I was kind of thinking we would do a bit of a shorter session today anyways, just because I didn't have time to really do my homework this time around. I really only prepared the first little bit of the Shanghai chapter, and I did okay. So
Natural place to end as well.
it does feel kind of like a natural place to end. And also, I've got a pizza upstairs that I kind of want to eat. So
Hey, you did a good job coming up with that Proctor Young guy, though.
that just felt very natural. I hate to say it, but it feels like I should be fucking with Jeremiah. You know, it feels like I should be doing everything in my power to make things harder.
Dance puppet.
100%. 100%.
He was convinced he was in hell for a bit there, and I have a feeling that after seeing a few more things, he's gonna legitimately think he's dead, and like he'll
He's
make
gonna
decisions
become
based
like a
off of that.
Constantine kind of thing.
Yeah, I could see
He's
it.
like, well, fuck it, I'm dead anyway. Oh, Leroy
I can't wait for our first combat though, because I got a special surprise for you guys. Man.
Are you gonna
You
start
do the
preaching to the
holy
bad guys?
Holy water.
No,
He's gonna whip out his dick.
He's got the holy hand grenade.
you'll see. You'll see.
Got one of those like back whips that they used.
Oh, he's still flagellation.
Oh. What's that?
Oh, flagellation,
Oh.
Yeah.
where you whip yourself in the back
Oh, yeah.
and scar yourself for penance. Oof.
No thanks.
It was like the first case of masochism.
Mm. Man, the church, always so ahead of its time.
Love the church.
Never king shaming.
Yeah. So, thank you all for joining us. Sorry it's a bit of a shorter session today. I just decided not to do any reading leading up to this. But we will see you in 2 weeks when I will definitely have more prepared, and we'll see what happens in the next chapter of Masks of Nyarlathotep in Shanghai. That's going to be session 40. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Well, until then, so long, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.